What's up, guys? Got my BPN hat here, got some dinner, and ready to start this video. Today's been an interesting day just because I don't know if many of you know about the construction world, but I had a crane pick last night that, got me up at 2 in the morning. So I started work at 2 a.m. and worked until like 6 before my actual workday started. So energy levels have been through the floor. But good news is today was a scheduled rest day. So I was able to spend much of my afternoon so far recovering. And now that I have my dinner right here, I figured it'd be a good time to shoot this video, since otherwise there wouldn't really be much else to talk about other than being so tight and having to really dedicate some time today to stretching. But I could get into that. This is like a very typical recovery meal for me. I probably had this specific dinner I want to say probably over 50 to 100 times throughout this past Ironman prep, just because you really can't go wrong with pretty much everything that's in here. It's a rice bowl with shredded chicken, chipotle sauce, avocado, some sour cream, some Frito chips, and some lettuce. With the chipotle sauce is like a tomato-based type chipotle sauce, and then some cheese. So it really has everything that I would want and need, with a fairly generous amount of rice and protein in here. So if you got a good look at it before, then this is something that you can easily make at home. I happen to be lucky enough to live from like a whole food type restaurant. I don't even want to call it a restaurant because it's so small that they just make grab and go type stuff, but it's not a fast food place. But the quality is amazing there. But like I said, I've definitely been under eating lately, and I've been feeling it in my body throughout my workouts. Like yesterday's run workout felt so bad. Especially the speed intervals that were added in there. My coaches have been doing a really good job at making sure that I ride the painful line of improvement. If a lot of you don't know that concept or haven't experienced that concept firsthand, the first time that you do it's kind of eye-opening, and maybe there are other ways to go about your training so that this doesn't happen. But for me, all of my best gains in fitness really ride this line of strain and fatigue and energy. And as you're riding it, you'll be noticing your times improving, your speed improving, your distances increasing at those same speeds, but for the whole time, at least I feel like absolute garbage. So to counter that, I make sure that I eat as much good whole food as possible, and that's where this dinner comes into play. Everybody's got their own go-to recovery type meals, but the tried and true principles around this are: make sure it's a whole food, make sure you're getting enough protein, make sure you're getting enough fat and carbs. When you're in heavy training, although many people hate putting on weight, but it's better to overeat a bit rather than undereating, because at least when you overeat, you're giving your body exactly what it needs to rebuild. If you're undereating, then you're not, and your body and your performance are going to suffer the consequences. It's better to put on like an extra pound or so rather than like completely sabotaging your training block by not eating enough. That's my own personal opinion, but I'd say that should be a universal fact that if you're just prioritizing the right things, where if you're in sport, then what you should be prioritizing is performance and not aesthetic. Now, you can get aesthetic built in there, but I would always prioritize performance. And so if that means that to be at a higher performance level, you start to lose a little bit of the sight of your lower abs for like a month or two, then that's not the end of the world. I guarantee that's not everybody's problem, but yeah. So just a quick update on what I wanted to share today. Obviously, nothing I can update you regarding training other than how I'm feeling today. But yeah, tomorrow, like the weekends are always reserved for the longer effort days. So tomorrow I'll be on the bike. I have my tri-suit already laid out on there so that, I don't have to think about what I'm going to wear. Tomorrow's bike day is an hour and 45 minutes. So they're creeping me back up to a time that I should be at on those longer bike days. And then Sunday is a 7-mile easy run, as expected. So that's the plan. I'll check in tomorrow before my ride, and same thing on Sunday. But enjoy your Friday nights. I'm going to enjoy this bowl and probably stretch and recover for the rest of the night, get a good night's sleep so that I'm not exhausted for the weekend. All right? Bye.